Hey, this is Pixel. So, trying something a little bit different here. I am capturing some footage for an upcoming review on this game, Foregone, and I'm deciding to put all the gameplay up first with my voice over it. So, you're getting my initial reactions here. Hopefully, the audio quality comes out okay, but this is my initial take here. Big Blue Bubble, cool company. You know, I actually played a couple games of theirs back in the day, like 8 years ago, on Android, which is super weird. But this game's looking pretty hot. It's a platforming looking game. Controls look like pretty standard stuff. Okay, we will just go ahead and jump into a new game. Let's see what we're in for here. So this is going to be kind of like a long impression, but this is going to go up on the secondary channel. But of course, you already know that because that's probably where you're watching this. All right, some story time. Here we go. The sprawling city of Caligan was once at the forefront of scientific research. Its progress was suddenly halted by the invasion of a rival state, hell-bent on stealing its technology. Desperate to survive, Caligan scientists developed a breed of super soldiers to turn the tide. The Arbiters. You are the first Arbiter. Okay, liking the graphics. Ooh, okay, the controls feel nice and snappy. Okay, that's good. Got a double jump. We got a double jump. Okay, I'm gonna have to say, ooh, a little bit of floatiness in there when you double jump. You don't have 100% control. Like it's good because you have some, but not a ton. Okay, so can I? Yes, I can. Okay, nothing up there. Other buttons. Okay, we got a gun. Does the gun have bullets? Yes, it does. Up in the upper left-hand corner. Okay, so how about, can I go in here? No. Is there a reload on our gun here? No. Oh, that's different. Okay, it doesn't work like immediately. There's a little bit of a delay on it. That's cool. This must be like. Okay, so it looks like I can jump down there, but I guess I can't. Okay.
I remember when this forest was full of life. Now it's just twisted, like everything else.
Hole. Okay. It's got a nice long jump. That's nice. Ooh, took more than one hit. Okay. That was kind of weird. How did that was okay? I want to understand that better. Oh, so when she hits the ledge, she immediately grips up and goes straight vertical. That's okay. That's interesting. I like to take my time. Whoa, with new games and. Oh, she automatically targets onto enemies. Okay, cool. Wonder how I get new bullets. Can't do anything to the corpse. Yeah, I like to get a feeling for the game. Ooh, took some damage there. Wow, they take quite a few hits. Where we at? So I did get some bullets in there. So my health comes back. My health seems to be coming back pretty quickly from killing enemies. I need to understand that a little bit better. Okay, how about this guy right here? Whoa. Yeah, it definitely is coming back pretty quick. I wonder what's doing that exactly.
No time to reminisce. I need to find out if this infection's reached Project Hero.
So it kind of has like a Dead Cells feel to it a little bit, except for it doesn't feel as clean. Like the combat doesn't feel quite as snappy. Like I feel like I want to dash. I guess I could probably dash under that. I should try that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's feeling a little better. Maybe that's the intended move there is to dash. Okay, here we go. Okay, my 5-minute 5-minute hot take though is that it feels pretty good. This is a pretty good game so far. I'm liking what I have so far here. I'll wait until you leave the door. Oh, what? Oh, I gotta hold it. Okay. Nice. Okay, with the dash, that feels good. That's the mechanic right there. That's why you can only dash every like second or so. There's a little bit of a delay there. It's because they don't want you to like overly dash. Ooh. But it definitely now it feels with the dash mechanic. It definitely feels feels a lot more Dead Cells like, but not too much. Not so much that it's you know, like a copycat or anything, but it also, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite as smooth at the same time. I guess at the risk of being called a clone, they would have been. Holy crap!
Something stay dead. Change of plans,
I think they would have been better off making it feel a little more like Dead Cells. So what's this? Okay, so we get new weapons. Like that, and I like that it gave me. Okay. Oh, we've got a, ladies and gentlemen, we have an equipment menu. That's literally how little I knew about this game going into it. So, okay, push the menu pad button there on the controller. I'm playing this on PS4, by the way. I should probably clarify that. That goes into the inventory screen there. That's encouraging, I think. I like that.
Never thought I'd be going back to the temple. This place is always giving me the creeps.
Oh, did I even change my weapon? Oh, it's pretty much the same thing. DPS is just a little higher on the other one. So that's weird, because it says the power is the same. Must be a different speed, but they don't give you the speed metric. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, when you kill guys, they're dropping something that's giving me health. And that's fine. Ah.
Now it's even worse. You shouldn't be out here, Warden.
Silence, Robert. It was you who brought this devastation upon us.
What do you want from me?
You must correct your past. Stop the Harrow before it consumes us. Oh no. Oh, I'm too late.
What?
Oh no.
I don't know. That dude super looks like a bad guy. Oh. Maybe he is becoming one? Oh, yeah.
Go back, Carpenter, and destroy the Harrow and its source.
Wow. So I'm liking the voice acting. The protagonist's voice acting is not 100%, but good enough. Good enough. I like it. That evil dude's voice, that was great.
A bad dream? Forget it. Focus on locating Project Hera.
I mean, it's good enough. Like it's more than good enough. I'd say it's great, but it's not perfect. Like it's not outstanding. I say it that way.
This should.
But I like it so far. What is this? I am definitely liking the graphics. Okay, so it looks like we got some kind of a skill. Press L2 to execute dash attack. Oh, okay. Oh, this makes me happy. What's the charge time? I didn't get a charge thing. What's going on here? Do I have to kill an enemy to charge it? You do. You have to kill enemies to charge it. I'm not sure how much I like that. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be based on, you know, how it impacts the gameplay overall. My initial take on how you have to kill enemies to charge your skills there, it makes me really nervous. Say it that way. But I'll trust them. I'll trust them. Usually the game designers are smarter than I am about how these things. Oh, change the room. You get a full skill.
Check my gear while I'm here.
All right. Apparently we got stores. Okay. Ruthless. Okay, so these are... okay. I can spend... I see. The blue points. 25, 25. Okay, I get this. And how about this? Increase health by 1%. That seems really small. So up to 5%? Meh. Critical. Okay, well, maybe I will go with that nonetheless. I mean, that's a safe bet. Oh, you can refund it right away? Is the price back the same? Sure is. That's cool. So you can actively just kind of recalibrate your guy whenever. This grid seems a little bit small, but that's fine. It's not too bad. A little bit small. All right, so we got some different skill things here. I can upgrade it, and that costs also the blue points. Increase the criticals. Okay, and the damage up, and then you get to customize. So that's kind of cool because it looks like you're going to get 8 skills here. And you can swap which ones you're using, it looks like. Here in the top, you can see I have 2 skills available. And there's 8 slots here on the left-hand side of the screen, which I'm assuming is going to mean that there's 8 total available in the game. And then on the right-hand side, you can see we got some customization. So I can kind of see where they're going with this, and I like it. I like it. It's good. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh, wait. That didn't seem to stick. Did I not do something right here? Yeah. Maybe I had forgotten to reallocate. Oh, I have to hit the cross button to confirm it, and then I have to hold it. Now I can refund, and it turns into gold. Okay, that's fine. So the refund doesn't work to just shift it around whenever you want to, all willy-nilly. We got a teleport here. Great. So this is looking a little more Metroidvania-like. So this is looking really good in my view. I'm really liking the character models. Love the character models. They're the kind of the cool pixely look, but at the same time highly detailed, or maybe it's just the animations are really great. I don't know. I love them. I actually love that part of this game so far. Got gold. Okay, so this is a blacksmith. Looks like he upgrades my stuff. So let's just take the better of my 2. Oh, I can salvage it and I can upgrade it. Well, I've got a lot of gold, so let's oh, that was pretty substantial. Wow. Well, let's just do them both. I mean, I got a lot of gold, so see how they both feel. I'm kind of testing things out, so I don't think there's any problem with doing that. See, that's not a very good range. I mean, it's okay. Well, about the same. Just slower and stronger. But the range looks like it's about the same or exactly the same. Load times don't seem too bad. It's interesting that the little icon in the bottom left-hand corner like shows up once and it shows up late. I don't know if that's to tell you that you're about to start or something.
Looks like Project Hera's been busy. Better track her down before she can do any more damage.
Okay. Not sure what I just did. Was that a teleporter? Am I going to end up back in that outpost that I was in? Feels likely. I just interacted with it because I didn't know what it was, and I'm just curious. Yeah, so that icon shows up right at the end. I think I did. I think I just, yeah, put myself right back there. So if I use that, then I should be able to use it and then just go straight to the waypoint. Is the waypoint in? Okay, so which one is the one I'm at? Oh, woods is the category. Waypoint 1 is the first waypoint. So that was minorly confusing, but I think a pretty good system nonetheless. It's been a while since I've had this much of a positive opinion on a game in the very beginning. Usually I just find all kinds of stuff that it's like, oh, is this pretty good? But there's, you know, this and that I don't like. So far, I like this. I like the combat. The combat's not quite perfect, but I mean, much better than a lot of the stuff that I've been playing lately. So I'm pretty happy with this. one of the things I don't like about the combat is I got my son down here. Yeah, buddy? Hold on. You know, buddy, if you're not going to go to sleep, you're going to get in some trouble, and tomorrow you're going to take a super long nap, and you're not going to get as much screen time. You're going to really need to go... You need to go to bed now. Daddy's recording right now. You ruined my recording, Baba. I can. I will eventually, okay? Hey, Ash. Bob, come here. I love you. You got to get some sleep, okay? Okay, I don't want there to be any consequences, okay? Hey, Boob, Ed, it's real late, okay? Now, that probably just needs to have the batteries readjusted. Okay, are you going to go back to bed, or are you going to go back to your bed? Where are you going to go? Okay, don't bother brother. Just go to sleep. And I'm back here. Okay. So the DPS, let's try that other weapon again. Yeah, so the two criticisms I have so far with the combat is whoa, that was very harsh. The dodge, I'm not perfectly fond of. Not only that, but you are incentivized to kind of do this cheap thing here. The player's only going to do what the player can get away with, right? And okay, so now I know I need to shoot those guys. The player's going to do what the player can get away with. And the player can get away with... Show me your attack pattern. What do you do? See, the player can get away with this messing with the platforms. And that's not a fun experience, but you're incentivized to kind of do that. And so I'd like to see that work better. It is not expedient by any means. It's slow, but I think that's part of the problem. You should be given another tool. I think kind of the gun is the way around that to make it faster, but then you only have so many bullets. But there's a design corner you kind of get painted in there. The design corner that you kind of get painted in there is that, well, you need another attack, but what are you going to do for the attack? The attack's going to have to be ranged, and if you do a ranged attack, then you have to have only so many bullets. I'll equip that here in a second. Yeah, I don't like that. See? Now I'm being incentivized here to attack like that. See, that's a better flow right there, where you're waiting for the attack, you're kind of doing a dodge, and then it's like a slide back and forth thing. I get it, I like it, that's good. But in certain situations, you're kind of incentivized to kind of cheese the battle. Okay, what am I collecting here? Was that like a health up or something? Restoration. Oh, new skill. Okay. Press and hold R2. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. That'll make me play a little riskier, but still doesn't really solve the problem that I have with... Okay, I might as well read this, I guess. I used to consider myself a capable leader, a skilled commander, someone worthy of the respect and admiration that I had shown my people at Caligan. But this war has me doubting myself, a new sensation I'm not entirely used to. Our weapons and defenses may be more advanced, but the enemy outnumbers us beyond our most dire projections. I should not have anticipated their strength, yet I did not. I should have. But I mustn't betray my misgivings to our citizens. The last thing our city needs right now is mass panic. In these trying times, we must put our faith in our arbiters, our last hope. Hooray. Okay, so there's like a story going on here. I should probably be following it a little more carefully. This is interesting. So I can't go up this way because reasons. Ooh. Stink bugs. And that's what I'm going to call those things. That's the thing that I think really hurt me, if I remember right. Liked that. Yeah. That ground combat's really good against the melee characters. Part of it, too, is an issue of I just don't know exactly the attack patterns of the enemies. And I'm sure, like, once I learn them a little bit better, the game will flow a little bit better. Okay, might as well just pick up everything for now. Oh yeah, shotgun. Let's go take a look at that here. Okay, so we have 2 different pistols that are the same thing. And 2 different shotguns. Oh, they have a different little ability on them. These ones don't have any ability on them. Oh, but they're blue, and that's why. Okay, 9% chance to knockback. Okay, let's go with knockback for now. Oh. Okay, we've got some other slots here. Looks like some kind of accessories. An emblem. I don't know. It looks like a ring probably and like an armor slot maybe. Okay, let's go to the next one over here. So I can see a map. Nice. Nice. Okay, good enough. And a log. Okay, all makes sense. What else is you got? Oh, oh, oh. No, that's the guy that kicked my butt earlier. No, don't do that. All right. Yeah, I need an attack. Whoa. Forgot that it was a shotgun that I had on. That was nice. Very nice. Combat feeling pretty good. Combat felt pretty good through that little section right there. I'm also kind of not doing the, you know, cheese the platform thing there because I don't want to go back to the outpost right now. Because it feels so cheap. Oh, that's why I took so much damage that time, because I took the full hit from that guy, which is essentially like 5 hits. I bet you the combat will get much better once I have new guns and stuff. I think that's probably part of the deficiency right now, is that I'm going slow because my weapons are not super great. Oh, psych me out. Learning those enemies still. I'm liking this a little more though, the combat overall. Like, I obviously have been liking the game so far. Okay, some kind of a hive here. When you shoot the shotgun, there's a little bit of a delay where you can't move. That's why I wasn't moving there, was because I didn't realize that that was a thing. And I was shooting and trying to move and nothing was happening to me. So I'm going to flip back to my big weapon, because I liked that one a little bit better. Where are we at here? Okay. Oh, chance to inflict plague. Aftershock. Well, let's go with plague first. It sounds like a DOT of some sort. I figured that would work, and it did. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so I got a trophy for something there. Pick that up. New type of weapon. Let's check it out. Ooh, DPS is poor. Ooh, nice. So it's like a combo weapon. You can like smash the button and you keep doing it. Okay, so the L2 dash you can't do until it's completely full. That's a little bit better of a tactic. Feels a little bit better. Okay, so they got plague on them. What's it do? Doesn't seem to be doing much. Whatever. Oh, that wasn't plague. Because this isn't the plague weapon. I don't know what that was. Let's go to this weapon and see about inflicting plague on somebody. Ooh, everybody's got guns now. Especially me. Oof. Made that guy bleed his own blood. Hey, buddy. Over here. Oh, don't shoot at me. Ooh, you don't aim quite as much with the shotgun. That guy was a pinata. Dude, you have the worst aim ever. All right, there we go. Okay, so there is a little bit of a combo that you can do here with. I want the dash to be more readily available. I really want the dash to be more readily available. Ooh, that guy turned around fast on me. Oh, the dash. The dash pretty much instantly killed that guy. Okay. So I'm enjoying the combat enough that I'm actually seeking out fights. Yeah, this is good. This is solid. So I'm going with graphic style. I'm liking it like 100%. Oh, damn. That thing was pretty brutal. Let's use some of my recharge here. I'll have to learn that thing better. So I wish that I could equip 2 different guns and then flip back and forth easily, because well, I had to go in the menu just now, and now I'm toggling through. So that would have been kind of nice. Let's try one of these. Oh, that sucked. That was kind of a cool animation, though, with me flying through the air, though. Yeah, so I really wish I was able to dodge, not the dodge, so I have the dash, right? And I can dash in the air with it, but I can only do it once and then have to refill it again, and I can't do my slide dash in the air. I kind of feel like I wish I could do the slide dash in the air. I don't remember if that's how Dead Cells does it or not. I'm going to just compare this game to Dead Cells, like, indefinitely, because it has a very Dead Cells feel about it. It doesn't feel quite, again, like, my initial take on that is very true still. It doesn't feel as good. Oh, we're doing something here. What do we got going on? Activate a door. Cool. It doesn't feel as good as Dead Cells. The controls don't. Just the gameplay overall. But the combat's really good still. Controls still feel really good. It's just not quite the same level. Okay, so I really like the shotgun. Especially because, like, I can walk up. Okay, I like that. That was good. My combat wasn't working so well for me. I was able to dodge out of the way and adjust my approach. Good, 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 good. I'm kind of getting the hang of it a little more now. This weapon has much less of a delay. I just noticed this. If you swing it in the air. So that's going to be my ongoing thing now because... don't like those guys. Actually, here, let's go back to one of these. They're all 27. They're all 27. And then you have nothing on them. That's a better weapon. Yeah. That worked a little bit better. I got to figure out a better strategy for those guys. I wonder if that attack, when I'm doing it in the air, is that actually doing the same? Ah. Oh no. Oh no. I have fallen very far down. Okay, I would have been better off fighting those guys with this gun. See, there I am again. Like I wish I could equip multiple guns and then just flip back and forth because the guns are so different. I mean, the melee weapons may end up being that way too. Ooh, that's what that. Okay, I have fallen back down again. Great. Frustrating. Looks like he's the same type of enemy, but because he's got a little skull on him, he's a different kind of. He's like a stronger version of the same guy. Ooh, purple bow. Liking that. Okay, put that on. All right, here we go. Ooh, what's this? Something cool. I'm certainly getting a lot of trophies for this game. They must be spread out pretty well with the story. Catalyst at the oratory to gain access to powerful skill tree nodes. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's do this. I guess leap of faith. There's some fire down there. There was nothing up here, right? I didn't miss anything. I've already fallen off that enough times. I think I'm just going to skip going that way. Let's just go. Oh, made it on top of the thing. It appears as though there's nothing here, though. That's a pretty cool screen right there, though. I probably should have taken a screenshot of it. So I want to fight my first boss. I'm hoping that right here be my first boss. Be probably a good place to cut off this first video. It was not. I ended up at the... Oh, no.
Sounds like I'm getting closer. Not even an army could keep Project Hera caged.
Yeah. I'm guessing that if I wanted to go back and do some stuff now's the time. So I think I'm about to fight a boss. Let's go ahead and jump back to the outpost. So what I don't like here is that... there might have been one of those before I zoned in too. It was weird that like I'm using the outpost now. After I just loaded, I have to load again. So if there would have been an indicator of you're going into a boss area, which that kind of looked like it might be a boss area, is why I decided to go back to the outpost. I guess we'll have to look and see how this plays out to see if that was actually an unfortunate double load. Okay, so let's go first to the leveling up area. This guy here. Okay. Oh, I definitely want to level this bad boy up. So let's see. What's it do? Oh, see, now I like that. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, what do we got over here again? I can do another 50 to that to increase by another %. Okay, so I want to do one of these. And for 25 increased damage on that seems really low. Let's just do one for now. And then here, oh, that's already equipped. How do I get over to the other side? Unequip, upgrade. Oh, sorry. I have to hit square. Now I see. Okay, allocate that. And I need 100 points more. Increase the recharge rate by 2%. That's kind of cool. I think I like that idea right there. That seems pretty good. Let's confirm all those. That's good. Some pretty good upgrades there. Let's take a look at this guy. Looking for an upgrade. So he does upgrades, but he doesn't do sales. So can I upgrade this? I can. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Can't upgrade anymore though. That's not bad. Okay, so in here, let's see. I upgraded that one already. No, it was these two gray ones that I upgraded. So I definitely want to pick a couple of these to upgrade. Let's see my DPS. So these have the highest, so I want to definitely do one of these and then probably do one of the short swords. And the spear I'm just going to leave. Okay, so this one then, right? Yeah. Okay, so that one's upgraded. And then I got to pick one of these. So what's my options? 3% chance of plague, 12% chance of aftershock, and 11% chance to stun. I don't know what aftershock does, but stun at 11%. 3% plague, that seems not great. 3% for plague does not seem good. 11% for stun seems pretty good. So let's go ahead and upgrade that one. And I want to equip that one. This one's slightly lower DPS, but it's a different kind of sword. So I want to get rid of all these gray ones. Let's go ahead and salvage them. Mark that, mark that, mark that. Mark that one. And then let's do the salvage. Okay. That give me a bunch more money. Cool. Okay, so obviously here I'm going to upgrade that because that's my baller weapon right now. Let's go ahead and what's it do? Oh, it does 2 skills because it's purple. That's kind of cool. 13% chance to inflict paralysis and a 10% chance of surge damage. Great. Well, I'd take whatever I'd get. It's my only purple weapon. It's level 29. That's pretty cool. Shotguns. We got 2 shotguns. We have inflict plague at 4% and 9% for knockback. You know, I like the plague thing, but with such a low percentage to do it, I'm going to have to go with the other one. And let's upgrade this one. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and mark those 2. Oh, that one's cool. 13% chance to gain 25 health on a kill. That's not bad. I'm going to keep all those anyways. And I'll keep one of the handguns. So let's go ahead and do the salvage. There we are. Now let's see what else we got here. That looks like it. So, we got a bunch of money. I'm all decked out right now, I think, with my best upgrades. Didn't miss anything here, did I? No. Okay, so let's go back to the outpost thingy, or the teleport thingy. I'm in the outpost. And then let's go to... Damn, I don't know where it was. I think it's that one. Oh, I think if I would have clicked on woods, it would have opened up the other markers there. That's probably how it works. That's how they organize it, because there's probably going to be a number of those categories, different locations with multiple waypoints, and so they can't show them all to you at the same time, so you tab through them. That would make the most sense. This looks like the right area. This looks like where I thought I was going to fight a boss. So I think I'm going to keep the bow and arrow on just because the DPS is the high... Oh, the shotgun's higher. The upgraded shotgun's higher. I don't know what I'm going to fight against, though. Let's just stay with the bow for the moment. Is it going to be a boss, or is it not going to be a boss?
At least the war hasn't stopped the mill from...
It's not going to be a boss. I was really suspecting a boss, and it wasn't. Ooh. Different kind of enemy there. Very cool. That went well. I still say that the combat here, it's not quite perfect. I mean, it's good. It's better than so many other games that I've played like this, but you know, this game is just begging to be compared to Dead Cells. And I'm gonna keep talking about Dead Cells because this game really seems like it wants to be compared with that. Ah, damn it. and it's not to the same level. It's good, but it's not. But it also is not trying to be Dead Cells. Like, I'd be way more critical of this in its kind of like that game Collapsed that I played. Only it wasn't trying to be Dead Cells in its gameplay, but it was a roguelite the same way. But it felt like a Dead Cells knockoff. This one doesn't feel like a Dead Cells knockoff the same way because this is a Metroidvania game. Whoa. Oh. Took that one unnecessarily. Oh, there's two of them. Still managed to use my dodge appropriately, though. That's good. I wish that there was a way to increase your speed. Like, I just kind of wish the whole game ran a little bit faster. It doesn't... It's not 100%... Oh, didn't see that at first. So it seems as though if you push a button, it like I pushed a button, the button for arrows twice, and the second one was during the animation of the first arrow, and it queued up the second arrow. So you got to be careful with your button pushes in this game. Oh, good to know that the attack on the enemy. I did it again. I fell for the same thing twice. So his attack, when it goes out, the hitbox stays out in front of him. And so if you jump into the hitbox of his attack, it's because it lingers in front of him, you can take damage for quite a while. That restoration thing is almost makes it too easy. Ugh. Let's see. Something else. So just killing a single enemy automatically gets a bullet back. So that's I'm not sure exactly how much I like that. I guess that's like, how else would you do that? So I don't have any concrete ideas for exactly how that could be better. But look, in this particular situation, I've now been kind of put in a situation where my incentive is to just stand here and do this same thing, which this is not great. I needed to be able to hit that guy easier or better somehow. Yeah, it put me in a position where I needed to cheese it and do something that took a long time, or at least that seemed to be what the best... Okay, so I've learned those a little bit better. I almost want my character to be like a little more limber. I want a little more control over her and like how she moves. You see, now my criticisms are starting to flow. Now they're starting, like, I've gotten used to it, and I'm starting to see the weaknesses in the gameplay a little bit. I mean, I'm sticking by that a very positive opinion of this game. It's just not perfect. But not every game is going to be perfect. Like most, honestly, I'm going to be real honest right here. Most games are garbage. Like the majority, I don't even show the majority of the games that I play on my channel because there's so many garbage games out there. Games that like I just can't say anything positive about. I just recently played a racing game, and there really wasn't a lot of good things to say about it, but I still showed it off because it was one of these deals where the game had kind of looked like it should have been good, and then it wasn't. And I kind of felt like potential people buying the game needed to know that. They needed to know what they were getting into. Played myself on that one. Okay, it looked like I could go this way. I can. But yeah, most games are real garbage. This one I'm having a lot of fun with, despite it being like, you know, not perfect. Ah. Can't get through the door. Okay, so had to just try to confront that the right way. Whoa! If you try to heal on the stairs, you will fall off. Totally fine. I'm not using my dash enough. I should be using it more. Oop, jumped into that one. Oh man. I got the stink on me. So, the music is something that I haven't really listened to yet. I haven't really paid much attention, which honestly a lot of times I feel like if the music just doesn't even stand out, that they've already kind of won something there. Like, bad music is really going to stand out. This music, though, does seem a little bit repetitive. It seems appropriate. I'll give it that. Whoop. Yeah, see? In a position again where I'm doing the same thing. Kind of cheesing the platform there. There it is. Okay. So I kind of feel like at this point I should have fought the first boss. I mean, the game has been good. I'm liking the combat. It's to the point where the combat's not perfect, but I definitely am choosing to fight enemies rather than avoid them, which is great. That means that I'm liking swinging my sword. I'm liking doing all of the combat stuff. But a lot of times, to get the player to really enjoy the game, to get them, you need to really have this kind of wow thing. And any really great game, like I don't think I could even think of one that within a reasonable amount of time in the very beginning of the game, you're gonna get wowed by something, some kind of an enemy, some type of a story element, something really big has to happen. And I feel like that should have already happened by now. But this is looking really boss-like right here. This is looking super boss-like. What's going on here? No. Again, so second time. That's happened twice now. That's happened twice now. They put an enemy on the edge. So I'm gonna do what I do. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to my other weapon. Which one's on? Oh, that one's on. Why is that one not? Oh, that's new. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So, I'm going to see how I like that, because the slower weapon is actually not great a little bit. Makes the game feel a little slow overall. Okay, I like that better a little bit. I like that you can dodge bullets. Ooh, didn't see that guy had a staff. That was kind of a cool attack that he did, though. So that's all he does, is that like little AoE type of thing. Ooh, well placed ranged attack. I should have done the other one. You know, it's funny that regeneration thing. That's very much like that collapsed game as well. The Collapse game had the same thing, where like you have health and you can regain your health, but then you also have like this regeneration potion thing that you could sporadically use, and it charged up with a separate type of stuff. Looking for stuff to break. I don't know if that actually is helping me at all. That doesn't go forward. Okay, so what gun do I have on right now? Let's go to this. Oh, what's this? A burst rifle. Well, we're going to try that out. Okay. Actually, I don't want to use that. It's cool. I'll upgrade it. We'll see where it goes.
Looks like this lumber unit melted.
Here we go. First boss. Now, this moment should have been bigger. Always the same, huh? Ooh, okay, on the ground. We're gonna go back to... Here we go. I gotta learn the attacks here. Ah, I kept ducking between that. Okay. It was an easy enough first boss. Definitely I liked the boss. I kept messing up there. That was my problem for why I kept getting hit. I really liked that it was heavily patterned. I liked that when he would throw things that were higher and I could duck under them. I thought at first I had to dodge under them. I don't. I just had to duck. And then he had another patterned attack where he would swing his hands and then throw a blade below. I needed to learn to jump there. Then he had one where he just kind of moved his arms all around. In that particular case, I needed to make sure that I had my distance from them, and then I just kind of stand back and don't do anything. Very cool boss. Very simple. I made a lot of mistakes there, but that was good. The one thing that I didn't like about that boss is that I wanted my first encounter with a boss to be bigger than that. It needed to be a bigger deal, and that felt like it was a minor inconvenience. I'm downplaying that. That was more than a minor inconvenience. That was difficult. You know, I had to watch what I was doing and balance my health and everything. Okay, so now I have armor and I have a ring. So additional health here on the armor. Health on the ring, power on the ring. Okay, so that's interesting. So, that's cool. I get to my next... outpost thing, and I'm going to probably call it for this particular segment of the video. That's going to be it right here. Okay, cool. So, I am going to be upgrading some stuff, but I'm going to wrap this one up right now. That's been my first experience with, not the, Foregone. There we go, Foregone. Hey, look, this is my desktop. So that's going to be it for the very first impression of Foregone. I may be turning this into a series. I'm not sure yet. Maybe this is part 1. So we'll say part 1, question mark, because I like this game. And I might keep playing this game. I definitely need to play more of it for a review. So hopefully I'll be able to put more pieces of this up. We'll see. But for now, it's going to be Pixel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. This has been kind of cool. Hopefully I do this more with the games that I review. I put up some extra videos on the other channel. Yeah, it's been fun. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber. But this is for subscribers only. So if you don't subscribe, get the hell out of here. Or you can hit the subscribe button, because I like that too.